You know,
had some
that's what's
great
missing in
looks.
drag too lately. Can't recognize some of you bitches out there.
The cis girls are now wearing more drag than the drag queens.
It's crazy. Remember, it's like Willem when she covered the beard. And when Willem was on Drag Race and she was, Sharon Needles was like, you're going to have to start using Bisquick like the rest.
You're going to have to face facts and start using pancake makeup like the rest of us.
So would you say that queens that just want to be pretty from Instagram are like one of your pet peeves?
I would say that.
Nice.
This is a pet peeves episode.
Hi everyone, it's me, Violet Chachki.
And me, Gottmik.
And you are tuning in to another enticing, sexy episode of
No Gorge. No Gorge.
Let me look at my list of pet peeves.
I know. You guys, this is very No Gorge. We actually tried to do this already and we lost the audio.
So we have to redo it. But there's just so many pet peeves we can probably go.
So we're not even that mad about it because we have so much to talk about.
Oh my God. This is one that happens all the time to us.
Okay.
Carpet in hotel rooms. In hotels in general.
It's insane.
Who's designing these hotels?
No, like when you guys are going to your room, you like check in, you go in the elevator, you go up the stairs. Why is it always thick carpet?
Huge,
Everyone has
thick plush shag rug in the hallway.
It's insane. Even the nicest hotels. Actually, the cheaper hotels are more likely to not have that.
Because they'll have smaller pile.
Or the
Linoleum.
tile, or and then we each carry like 3 70-pound suitcases around. So
sometimes
girl,
I have 3 70-pound suitcases and then the carry-on with the boy clothes in it.
oh my God. Like, it's just the craziest thing. And then we're usually like next to each other in the hotel. So we are like huffing and puffing.
I feel like sometimes my arms also like my body on tour and is just like ran through, and then getting to the place and having to carry all these bags for this carpeting. It's like, just put tile.
I don't even understand like that.
Hardwood,
seems like it would be
laminate,
more expensive
linoleum.
to add the carpet.
No, carpet's really cheap.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of hotels also, the mirror, you can tell a short person designed the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Because I will stand up and the mirror will come up to here on me, and I'm like,
no.
Okay. Yes, especially
Like,
if I'm in
your
heels.
head's out of it?
Yes, I have to be like,
no.
I have to be like this, or like hunched in to like do things. Yes.
No.
Or like a shower head will
shower
come,
heads
like,
are
here
buckle out
on me.
sometimes.
I'm like, okay. Like, also like the walls, thin walls at hotels.
Thin walls anywhere, just awful.
My neighbor did a nice complaint.
What?
Did I tell you this?
No.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like, my neighbor and me like don't get along. The one I share a wall with at my apartment.
What?
During the pandemic, I was like playing music on my television, and they like did a noise complaint. They slipped a note under my door during the pandemic and blamed like the pandemic for social distancing for like not just like knocking. And like we're writers and like we write, and so we just like, could you keep it down? Da, 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 da. And I'm like playing music from my television. Like there's not a sound. It's literally just like from the TV. And I wrote them back and I'm like, well, I'm working from home too right now, bitch. The entire world is, and like I need to learn my number for drive or whatever the fuck. Like I'm in a dorm room, like I pay in good hard-earned American dollars for this apartment.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can tell me in the comments if I'm being like rude or what, but to me, if you're moving into a fucking apartment,
Yeah,
you like know what you're signing up for.
Absolutely.
Like there are definitely like really like more not as crowded like little houses and condos and stuff that you can rent outside of the city where you're gonna have all the privacy in the world for cheaper probably,
right,
than living in the middle of the city.
Well, that's
heart
what
of
I
LA.
basically said. I was like, okay, well, I'm really sorry. Like, you know, we live in a 1920s building. It's really thin walls, and like I get woken up by stuff too. Like I hear stuff.
Did you write that?
Yeah.
And you
I was like, I hear things as well, but you don't see me fucking complaining. Like,
I think like one of my neighbors, I don't know where, it just engulfs me. Like he's like a DJ or something, and it'll be like in the middle of the like morning, night, and I'll hear like full like beats, and I'm like, and I hear that being like almost like mixed, and I'm like, oh my God. But I'm like, I'm an apartment girl, like get into it.
yeah. Well, they did another complaint. They found my personal Violet Chachki email.
No.
Did another complaint on my email makes me so uncomfortable. Like, it's like an invasion of privacy. Emailed me noise complaint, and I was like, do not email me or put notes under my door ever again. I said, move to the suburbs, call the cops
if it's an issue too. And I'm like, girl, call, like literally call them. When people threaten the cops, I'm like,
call them.
I'm not doing anything. Like, girl, go.
Complaining about noise in an apartment building, it's like, babe.
Especially in the middle of the day. Be a normal LA writer and go work at Starbucks.
Carpets, hate them. Thin walls, hate them.
So awful.
I've never lodged a complaint, I don't think, ever. Well, that's not true. I've never lodged a noise complaint.
Me either. I will never do that ever in my life.
Even when it was like I think I've asked to switch rooms one time because there was like a party going on my floor, but I wasn't like
I'm just way
a
too
narc.
lazy
I was
for
like,
that.
oh, just like, I'll change rooms.
But you know what I do love approach wise is like how in Paris they egg you if you're like
Oh
loud.
my God.
I love that.
I'm sorry. That is so fucking funny.
I think that's the fiercest I've been egged like 3 times because I've been on the street being really loud and people are like, shut the fuck up. And so they throw eggs at you.
Or they'll throw eggs at your window, like
Or in your
across the way
apartment.
in your apartment if
Like-
you're throwing a party.
Yeah, our friends that were having a party and they were throwing eggs in their windows and people were getting egged.
French people do not
I got
play
egged
around
outside of Soho House because Soho House like just closed, girl.
yes.
And I was like standing outside.
I was with you.
Yes,
They're throwing eggs at us we were like on the sidewalk and they're throwing eggs at us.
Yes.
French people do not fucking play games with anything and like love hate.
Better.
Bitch, we're gonna do a full food fight. I was talking to my friend the other day because he's like going to the gym and like trying to slim down because his French friend is coming into town and he's like scared that his French friend's gonna call him fat. Cause like, I feel like the French are just really blunt.
I mean, our friends just came in town and they said, thank God you guys lost that weight. Remember?
Did they say that?
Yes.
Okay, well,
100%.
they're not gorgerellas either. I mean, if we're gonna give notes to everyone, like we can give notes.
Well, it's not wrong. Like, I definitely needed to be told that. And
Well-
they didn't tell me at the time.
the French say the darndest things. Like,
I mean, for lunch, I had a bottle of wine and cigarettes.
For breakfast, we'll do something cool, like have a cigarette and like a bar of chocolate. And then we go for work for like 1/2 hour, 2.5 hour. And then we'll go for lunch. And lunch is usually, you know, something cool, like a cigarette and like 2-3 bottles.
I love that video of us. See, I
That
was
was
fat
Soho
there
House.
and I had no business wearing that.
we
Absolutely.
actually both had no business wearing those outfits.
Absolutely had no business in that outfit. I have a good one.
What is it?
Good question. Tesla door handles.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. That is the
Tesla door
Everything.
Inside, how it looks like it should be the window button, like the vintage one where you like click it like this, but it's like the
like
door button.
just put a fucking handle. Why?
Oh, I know. And then like trying to figure it out
In the dark.
Levels.
The idea of touching a handle and opening it is so satisfying to me. Why would you take that away?
I have no idea because it's aerodynamic.
Are
But
we
also, like,
going
where
to
are you trying
Mars?
to go?
Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Are you Michael Phelps?
Like, what, are we just gonna shave all of our pubic hair so we can swim faster? Like,
When I'm in an Uber or someone's like car or something and I can't find how to open the door, I'm like, my life. Like I get embarrassed. And I don't even know why I'm
am
embarrassed.
I the one feeling embarrassed about your design?
Have you seen the porn recently of like everyone f***ing while driving Teslas in autopilot?
No.
Crazy.
The porn holes that you go down,
I love porn.
I subscribe to some Patreons actually.
What?
Yes. And it's getting very confusing because I'm logged into our Patreon.
Oh no.
Because I do like
So I'm
erotic-
paying for your
No. It's separate accounts, but I have our Patreon on the app and I use my erotic graphics subscriptions in the browser.
Well, I subscribe to some OnlyFans guys and they're like switching over to different like platforms. And I'm like, girl, I already tried to do it on this one. Like, love ya, but damn.
I separated my Twitters, but like there's still like I have a porn Twitter and I have like my regular like Twitter that I don't even use anymore. I just like go on there and see which UK promoter has canceled now. Just stay up to abreast on all of the latest drag gossip.
No, and I hate when you do it because she does it like once like a month where she'll be like, let's get into this drag race drama or something. And then she'll come like over or something. And she'll be like, you didn't see? I'm like, bitch,
like,
when did you start seeing? I'm
So-and-so-
on there.
Candy Snuffleups had a breakdown from UK season 17. Everyone from Down Under is freaking out because Zsa Zsa Muffin Top could not make her gig.
Zsa Zsa Muffin Top is major. I love her.
Muffy Muffin Top.
I miss her.
Zsa Zsa Muffin Top.
Zsa Zsa Muffin Top.
That girl is one to look out for.
Yeah. She's not going to take a break.
Oh, she is booked.
Yes.
Solid, honey. She's not missing a flight or a booking.
The vanguard of the industry.
The new guard of drag.
Yeah. What's your pet peeve?
Oh my gosh. So this one I know we both can relate to because it happened in the store to both of us this one time. But I go to this store regularly on La Brea, and I go to vintage stores like in LA. They like know a lot of them. They like know me. I've been buying vintage there for a long time. I have a shopping addiction. I'm working on it. So I go to this one store that I love. Bitch, I know I'm gonna look at every piece of clothes. I know how to shop. I don't need your help with shopping. The salesperson in this one store, hi, can I help you find anything today? But at vintage stores especially, I'm like, how do I even know what you possibly could have? How would you even know if you guys are constantly, it's not like you have an inventory or
It's
a
like
stock
curated,
or like,
yeah.
it's like a curated thing of something that's always constantly changing and evolving, unless you're like the buyer. But even then it's like, babe, I'm gonna look through every single piece of clothing in this shop and I'm gonna buy what I think I want.
Well, not everyone can shop like us. But there's sometimes like this vintage store that I'm thinking of that does this to us so hardcore that it like pisses me off. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Like that bitch needs to mind her
Mind
business.
your fucking business.
She's like up my butt.
up my ass. I'm like trying to shop, getting the vibe, getting the music, and he's like, "What do you think about this?" And holds up the most god awful, ugly dress.
No, it's almost offensive. I'm like,
It's like, you
think
thought I would be
wear
into that?
What am I wearing today?
Yeah, no, I'm literally like, what about my outfit gave you like pink polka dot archive shit? Like, what are you on?
And then
I'm
I'll
like,
pull out like a fully like beaded like Mackie, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that one's fun, huh?" I'm like,
well, yeah, like how are you not distinguishing? It was giving very
Yeah, like, what
in
would you-
Legally Blonde when the girl's like, nothing I love more than a dumb blonde with daddy's plastic. I'm like,
It's impossible to use a half loop top stitching on low viscosity rayon. It would snag the fabric. And you didn't just get it in. I saw it in the June Vogue a year ago.
one of my top pet peeves that's like actually crazy is babies on planes.
that's not a pet peeve. Everyone hates that.
No, people don't. People,
I do.
my, like my mom.
In my brain, everyone, when a baby comes on a plane, in their mind goes, Jesus fucking Christ.
My mom was, I was telling her, and she was like, but the parents are really struggling too. So you have to make,
Oh,
like,
shut
da-
the
da- da.
fuck up.
But also, I was like, why are you having your kid on the plane at night? That's so rude. Like, everyone's trying to sleep. Do not have your baby on the plane. And my mom was like, because that's when babies are supposed to be asleep. So they take the night flight to try to be better. And I was like, Mom? But I think I would pay like a 90% upcharge to literally have an adults only flight. They should
Well, I
make
think they
that.
should start marketing an adults only airline, but then it sounds like a airline. No.
XXX airline.
Adults only, and it's just everyone on the plane.
Oh, on my way back from Barcelona, I had to stop in, I don't even remember
Atlanta.
where. Yes, Atlanta. And I stopped in Atlanta and I was like,
I mean, knowing your schedule.
Yes, yes. Thank you. And I was like, I really need to sleep. This is so bad. I only have 4 more hours. Like, you got to get this in, babe. Like, game time to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And there was literally a toddler in the middle seat and doing spins, like kicking me. And I was, see, even then though, I wasn't putting in a noise complaint. I was not complaining.
No, we never ever complain
I just
out
put my
loud.
sleep mask on.
I remember on the way back from Ibiza, I got sat with like a full-blown Dutch family.
I wasn't with you.
No, we were like sat separately on the way back. Remember we flew to Amsterdam and we landed and there was like a full music festival?
Oh my god.
We flew to Amsterdam. We like pushed our flight.
We haven't talked about this on the pod. You guys
Oh my God.
are gonna die.
We-
What are we doing?
We had flights booked out of Ibiza. We wanted to go on a yacht. We were like, okay, well, let's just push our flights and like get a boat and like we'll just move our flight today. We're like partying at this point when we decide to do this. So I'm like, let me call Delta. I will figure it out. Like Mama Bear's got it.
She goes, You entertain, I'll go change the flights. And I was
Yes,
like, you got it, baby.
I'm gonna handle it. Call
Yes.
Delta. They're like, yes, we can totally do that. Change the flight. I'm like, great. No direct flight from Ibiza to LA. So there's got to be a layover somewhere, right? But in my brain, they would not put us on a layover that it wasn't just like hop off and hop on.
We got
So
on
I
the
didn't
plane.
ask.
And I look at the ticket and we're together and I'm looking at this ticket and I'm like, it has to be a military time.
No, we get off the plane in Amsterdam after I was sat with this fucking Dutch family and the two Dutch
I
boys
noticed on the plane.
were fighting and they were sitting next to me and the dad made them separate. We land in Amsterdam and I'm like, great, let's go to our gate. Like, let's catch this layover. Like, da-da-da-da.
And I literally go up to Violet and I go, I don't get this timing. Like, there's no way. This is what I'm looking at right now.
We had a 7-hour layover. We landed at 1:30.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I remember, because we were like, okay, it's Amsterdam. Let's just go out.
Yeah, and to me, I've never like gallivanted throughout Amsterdam.
It's amazing.
I
I
don't think.
love it.
And so to
We
me,
should
in
go.
my brain, I'm down. But in my brain, it's like a party city.
Well, there's a red light district.
There was nothing open.
What was a Monday?
Okay. So we were gagging at the 7-hour layover because that's also a weird amount of time. It's like, what do you do? Go to bed?
Well, we could have left if there was something to do, but we were there at 3 a.m. and everything. There was like, we were like looking for bathhouses, saunas, like anything that was
We
open to
sat
get a
down
cocktail.
and the lounges were closed.
The lounges were closed.
So we sat down on just like a random thing and we
Oh my
boosted our
God.
grinders. We
We
paid
paid
$10.
$10 to boost our grinders to see if somebody on Grinder would like take in 2 travelers.
Hey, traveller. You came into the right tavern tonight, you did.
We sat in that sad place with our phones charging until the lounge opened up at 4 a.m, I think.
Yeah, I think yeah.
And then we got on the plane and the stewardess literally does this on me.
Did she give you a little
Full-
cocktail napkin?
Full spills a full, like I'm talking a big gulp, like a big plastic cup on me. And I was just like, and I had my laptop out too.
I can't believe
and
you
she was like,
didn't like talk about that more. I think we got off the plane
my
and
God,
you just
I
kind of
was
zoned out.
so pissed. It was like almost intentional.
How many
looking.
hours in?
Early. It was early on. It was the first drink service. And then I get back to my seat and it's sopping wet. Like no one's like done anything. And I'm like, hello, like, can I get a towel or some napkins? It was like I was in a movie. I was like I was being punked. And then I was sitting on a puppy pad the whole way. And I had my velour track pants on.
No.
Yes.
Those are more absorbent than the napkins.
Yes. I might as well have wiped it with my ass. This one is relatable. When you unfollow somebody and they confront you about it in real life.
I hate that so much. That's like, the
grow
weirdest thing
up.
ever.
Grow up.
It's so uncomfortable too.
One time, you know, I have my like Finsta,
Yeah.
my like friends only Instagram. So when I did it, it like auto followed all of my Facebook friends because it's like connected, you know. So I like launched this new Instagram in like whatever 2016 when I like decided I needed like a friends only Instagram, and it auto followed everybody on my Facebook friends list. And so I had to go through and unfollow and remove these people from my private account.
Yeah.
And then I was out at a party in Atlanta, which is where I'm from. Like I had gone back, I think I was there for like Atlanta Pride, and I was like drunk on a patio dancing, and this guy, he comes up to me and he's like, I just think you just think you're so much better than everyone else, and it was just so rude of you to unfollow me. And I was like, we're not even close. Like I'm not even close with this person at all. Never was.
I've had people where I've unfollowed them and they're like almost opposite. Like they're being like, sorry if I did anything. Yeah, that kind of vibe, which is even the same amount of awkward. I'm like, what? I just didn't want to see your kid every day anymore.
Right. I went on like a drag race unfollow spree too. This was before muting was a thing, and I really want to give props where props are due with the muting.
I would die without muting and restricting.
Oh my God.
I mute and restrict all day.
Mute and restrict. But before that, yeah, I had to unfollow because it's like what you see and what you surround yourself with and what you're looking at and what you're reading, it like becomes, you like take it on. I really believe in that. And I was just seeing, especially with the drag race stuff, it was like I was just seeing so many drag queens and drag race girls, and I would be like, oh, well, they got a booking from so-and-so, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and why am I not doing that? And I should be doing more, and should I be doing less? And are they doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? And Spiral C. So I was just like, babe, you gotta unfollow yourself. And some of the girls reached out.
No.
And we're like, it was kind of a mix of the two vibes. Like what's wrong with you or me? Or like, what's the problem?
Oh yeah, do we have an issue?
Yeah,
because like
there
a
an
lot of time people
issue?
take it. Well, most of the time I feel like people take it personally. But I'm like, girl, it's just not the vibe anymore, honey. Gardening only. I want to look at gardens.
I want to know what Zsa Zsa Muffin Top is up to, bitch.
Yeah, not all the time.
No, my For Me page, I want like before and after DIY home renovation stuff. I want like world facts, like morbid facts type of stuff.
I love those videos.
I want like strange coincidence fact type of stuff. I want murder mysteries. I want true crime documentaries.
Oh my god, that's
all I want to
TikTok
see.
is truly the
Or like motivational
best
speakers
for like true crime stuff. I cannot. It's so good. I will
No,
so be
I'm
sweating.
like-
And you go to the page and they're all chronologically
And they're like,
done,
part
and you get to
3.
just scroll through instead of hunting for the parts. Like
I
don't
know. And how it says
not
recently
tell
watched, and you can
me-
just click on it.
check out for part 2. Like, girl, shut the up. That's a pet peeve for me. Like, no, I will not check out for. And then you go and it's just not there.
Scattered.
Oh my god. I'm like, girl, where's part 2?
All right, you guys. Well, this has been a crazy episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode of No Gorge. Bye.
No Gorge.